what point are we going to agree that we need to come together as a world or as a region and define what global peace is? Because today is Iran. We don't know which country will be attacked tomorrow. We saw a president of Venezuela being abducted from his own country. So we may be quiet because it's not happening in the region or in the country, but you don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. What will it take for us to change tact and define more meaningful peaceful mechanisms?
Yeah, it's, these are the the realities in international politics. And after World War II, the whole international community came together based on international law, to establish the United Nations, just to preserve peace and security. And of course, peace and security and development, economic growth and development and prosperity. But we have been witnessing a lot of failures in that structure of and mechanism, which is the United Nations, and specifically the Security Council. That's why many, and I do agree with you, because now there's many countries, including Kenya, Iran, and many others, they are calling for a reform at all levels at international relations and international arena, for the economic architecture of international relations, the political and security architecture, and they are requesting, including African countries, for a vote, African vote, permanent membership, and a vote in the Security Council. And that's why they have come to this conclusion that the current system is not satisfying, it's not sufficient to guarantee the peace, as you say, and what is required. And we also witnessed that the Security Council was failed to prevent and bring a ceasefire or bring negotiations, and that's why other countries step into and they mediated to bring the ceasefire. So these are the realities, and the failures are there. And I do believe that usually, humanity comes after crisis, after big such crisis, big failures, to bring and establish a new mechanism. And I hope that by abiding to international laws, because international law has many, developed principles. Most of them are just cogents that are, each and every country is obligated to respect. So that. I hope that based on international law, we sooner or later to be able to reach to that level of peace for each and every person, not only at international level, but domestically. What is the situation now inside Palestine and inside Lebanon? These are just a genocide. This is a kind of discrimination between a certain group of people and others. And that's why they are still continuing to killing others, and because they have the might, they have the power. So we need to come to a certain point that powers or the established government are not allowed to impose themselves as they do now in Israel or in Palestine or in Lebanon. But let me just to refer to what is happening right now in Iran, as you know about it. On 28th of February 2026, as a result of the aggression and military attacks by the United States and the Israeli regime, they just martyred our supreme leader, dead supreme leader Ayatollah Khamenei, and many other commanders and Iranian authorities. And so during the wartime, it was not, a suitable time for having ceremony. But now we have planned during these calm days for a state ceremony of funeral ceremony. And this will last for 7 days. So we will have a kind of official state ceremonies leaders from delegation, high and senior delegations, and leaders from more than 90 countries who now are in Iran to pay respects to the body of the supreme leader. So it's for 2-3 days. It will be the ceremony, official ceremony in Tehran. They will go to Qom. Qom is a city in Iran who is a religious city, you know, and the religious kind of rituals will be observed there, and then they will go to Mashhad city, who is the hometown of the supreme leader, and he will be buried there just inside a shrine, holy shrine of the 8th leader of the Shiite people. So, you know, participation of such a big number of leaders and delegations from around the world, it shows that the aggression is condemned.
Okay.
It's, you know, it's just signaling to the international world that, look, we are not going along with such aggression. And the other thing is that the people of Iran and many millions of others who participating from from foreign countries, they showed that how respectful and how significant was the leadership of that supreme leader, as not only as a religious leader but as a political leader.